Hello, hello. Welcome to A Novel Console, your weekly podcast where we talk about books, games, food, and stuff that caught our attention during the week. My name is Chris, and with me is my beautiful co-host and wife, Karen.
For the first time in like a month.
No, we recorded like 2 weeks ago.
We did?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, episode 148 was 2 weeks ago.
What
3
was
weeks
that one?
ago, technically. A Psalm for the Wild Build.
Oh, well, where I took over. See,
Yes.
I needed a break to calm down from how much I worked on that episode.
People loved it
I'm glad. I know. They made me cry with their comments about it.
on Discord. Speaking of, we'll get into that in a bit. But if this is your first time or 149th time coming into the show, welcome. We're glad you're joining us for an episode of A Novel Console. You hope you stick around, have some laughs, and maybe find some new things to enjoy. If you want to reach out to us, you could do it on our socials, which is basically at A Novel Console on every platform, or you could email us directly at anovelconsole@gmail.com. Or if you would like to support us, you could do it at patreon.com/novelconsole.
You should also tell your friends about the show because sometimes when you do, they listen. And that leads to us having record listening weeks like we did last week, which was impressive. But it was also not an episode that I participated in. So sad day. Anywho, well, no, it's downloads overall. It's not just like the most current episode necessarily.
Yeah, it also helped that we were in that episode.
Yes,
with
we got
Nick and Will.
new traffic, new audience members,
And new friends.
New friends.
Yes. Are you done with your...
No, I'm not done with my thing. Leave us a review wherever you can. They help us be more discoverable. And we have a Discord if you want to join. Email us and say, I want to join your Discord, bitch. Or go to our Twitter. I mean, our X.
Twitter.
Whatever the
We're
fuck
calling
it
it
is.
Twitter. Fuck
Our
Elon
Musk platform. And look for the pinned tweet. I mean, pin. What are they called now? I know you're still going Twitter, but what the fuck do you call them if they're not tweets anymore?
I don't know.
Are they X's? Because I don't want to post anything about X's.
Boo. That was bad.
I wasn't even like going for that. I really wasn't. I'm being literal right
really
now.
Bad.
I was being serious.
I don't know what it's called. Anyways,
Who cares?
speaking of Discords and shit, we have hot sauce sent in by Burger Champ.
We do. That we've been holding on to for a minute.
4th honorary A Novel Console member.
Yes.
He sent us hot sauce again, and I am going to be honest, I haven't tried it.
Neither have I.
Been dying to try it because we've had it for like 3 weeks sitting on our kitchen table looking at us.
We want to be genuine and try it on the show.
And like the thing is, the night that it got here, I was making fried chicken, and I was like, fuck, I want to put this on the fried chicken. But we didn't. So we held it until now. And then we'll talk some more about our Discord kit and read some of that bottle, what it says.
Okay, hot and saucy gives you heat without sacrificing flavor. Made in small batches with all natural ingredients that are as local as possible. We don't use any additives, so the heat and color may vary by batch, but the unmistakable flavor will always be the same. God, I really need to get some glasses. It doesn't help that it's dark in here.
Yeah, you do.
Yes. Pairs great with chicken, tacos, fish, and eggs, or uses a cooking sauce. Vegan and gluten-free. And my mom made a comment about...
It looking familiar?
Yes.
And you know why?
She said, where does Burger Champ live? And I said, where Burger Champ roughly lives. She's like, oh, because, this sauce was made in Powder Springs, Georgia. I was like, oh, cool.
Yep. That's why ours got here faster than his did. He ordered for himself.
Oh, that's great.
He messaged me yesterday. He's like, are you still resisting the temptation of the sauce? I'm like, dude, it's fucking killing me.
Oh.
Smell it.
Ooh, it does smell good.
It smells
like a spicy, really good barbecue sauce.
To me, it smells like really good Worcestershire sauce.
It smells like barbecue sauce to me.
It smells like barbecue sauce to you? Okay, so why don't you give me that? I'm going to put some on this chip, which is one of the lightly salted chips that he had sent us over on the last...
That we have had sealed with a chip clip. So hopefully they're still
crunchy because I ate some the other day. Yeah. that we had opened way before that.
Are we doing this at the same time?
No, you
or-
can
okay.
go first, and then while I search for a what happened? While I search for a chip big enough.
Oh,
What?
oh shit.
Is it kicking your ass?
A little bit.
But is it spicy? Tell me what's happening.
I mean, oh god.
Okay, talk while I eat
This
this.
honestly feels like the pain of a jalapeno. Jalapeno seeds. This is how I felt last weekend before last, eating those jalapeno poppers.
Oh,
The flavor is awesome, but I feel like I just sucked a jalapeno with a really good flavor. Oh god. Oh man.
wow.
Oh shit. Fuck my life.
Ooh, it is building. I feel my
It gets worse.
I feel my sinuses tingling.
Yeah.
Like vibrating. I love the taste, but shit. Okay, that's better.
Yeah, the flavor is good, but oh god, I'm gonna need a break.
You need a break?
Yeah.
Let's take a quick break.
I'm still in pain.
You're still in pain?
Yeah. It's definitely calmed down, but it's still quite painful.
You know we're recording, right?
Yeah.
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 I had a second chip while you went off. Like the break was
You like covered my chip in that shit.
I did mine too.
You covered it.
I know. We were gone for like maybe 3 minutes. I drank water. It feels better, but I baked some cookies because apparently now I'm a cookie baker. And
Baked them from scratch.
and the cookies helped a lot because I got my butter ratio wrong. So
There's a fuck ton of butter.
they're much better. They're perfect for killing all this heat. So speaking of Discord, which I've been trying to hold off until now, what happens later this week with Discord?
It's our 1 year Discord anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know. I feel like
Oh.
you have stuff for Discord to say.
I do?
Do you?
Thank y'all for like so actively embracing and using the Discord, unlike me. Unlike Luna, who's now scared shitless. But no, seriously, thank you though, because like it's fun. I mean, even if I don't participate, like on Monday mornings, I still see the messages pour in, like talking about what we've said, and it's really fun to see like how faithful everybody is, unlike me. I mean, I'm faithful to you.
We're getting divorced.
When do I have time to not be faithful to you? And look at the kind of people I spend my day with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All those
Youngsters.
rednecks.
That's another thing I have to talk about for this segment that I forgot to throw out there. But you say what you have to say about Discord first.
Thank you for joining our Discord. Burger Champ has been telling me for the past like week or two, hey, it's the 1 year soon. It's the 1 year soon.
Burger Champ is our champion.
How about we do a little giveaway for Discord?
Like what? We
I don't
want to
know.
do it on Discord, like on the actual day?
We can come back next week and say what we are giving away. We have the whole week to figure it out. And then the way to be eligible to win is to join our Discord. Right? Does that work?
Yeah.
Make you happy?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So let's just make it stuff that we like so that if they get it, they have no option but to.
There's a trend going around Instagram right now where people are posting what you would need to summon them.
Uh-huh.
It could be things that you need to summon us that listeners know about.
There's no pugs.
No pugs and no lunas.
No, they would need a whole ass pug to summon me and a bunch of
Bless it.
Pikmin. Speaking of Pikmin, thank you guys for being on our Discord, for putting up with us for a
Yes.
year on Discord. It's been a lot of fun, and all the people that have joined and joined in on the conversation or posted their stuff or whatever has just made the community bigger and better. So
Yes.
thank you, and sorry for this thunder that's coming.
Yes.
It just
we
lightning.
can't. Hey, at least we don't deal with the whole tiny dick trucks revving up and down the road anymore.
No, just tiny
now we
big
just
God
have
thundering
oh
outside our
god.
window.
Hey, Thor doesn't. I'm sure he does not have a tiny dick.
I'm sure he does.
Oh my god.
Speaking of, Pikmin 4.
Yes,
You sabotaged my Pikmin 4 weekend.
I did.
Yes, by inviting
Oh,
your nephew.
yeah, I
And
did invite him that time.
You invited your nephew and your grandma's senile dog to spend.
Hey, I didn't invite that. That was kind of assumed. I mean, I feel bad because they didn't have anybody else to help. So basically, one of my cousins, my only first cousin on my mom's side of the family, got married. That was what, 2 weeks ago now?
Yep.
And we weren't invited because, well, we won't get into that on the podcast. I don't know who listens.
They don't like me because I'm brown,
That's not why we were not invited, I'm sure.
I guess.
The entire little segment of family would have not, they would have invited some people and just not you and me if that was the problem.
Right. Okay.
Anyway.
Oh, sorry, Mom. I kicked her.
But obviously my grandmother and my great aunt, her sister, were invited because grandparents, you know, cousins and aunts aren't that important. But so they have a Shih Tzu who's older than Luna. She's from the same parents, but a different litter. And she's neurotic. She is a fucking neurotic, awful dog. She is nuts. She shrieks constantly. She's stinky. And she has a very different hair type than Luna, so she sheds everywhere. It just makes it worse.
Steps on people, climbs all over you.
She literally wants to be on top of you, and she'll like do the angry sneezing thing in your face and shriek.
It's like that one coworker that wants to climb the corporate ladder at any cost. That's how she behaves.
And they feed her the nastiest wet food imaginable, so her face is constantly in this state of caked up stinkiness. And just, it's really, really awful. Really awful. So we had her, and I invited my one of my 5-year-old nephews, because I got more than one.
Now you do.
One of my 5-year-old nephews to come spend the night. Friday night, and he wound up staying the entire weekend.
I was mad to start off because Friday night,
he was there.
Friday night, Pikmin
was the day Pikmin
releases,
came out.
right?
Yeah.
I went on my lunch break into
to
town
go get Pikmin
to grab the game to come back, right? So I wouldn't have to go into town to grab the game at the end of the day.
Even though I could have picked it up for you after work.
That's not good enough. It's Pikmin. I need it now. So I would have to stop playing Pikmin throughout the entire weekend to play Mario Kart.
But he also liked watching you play Pikmin, and he remembered what it was called this weekend when he came over again.
He asked so many questions about it.
He has lots of questions, but at least they're not like my granny's questions.
It's the same.
Oh my god.
Why are you fighting that? Why are you doing that? Why don't you run away? Why are you doing that? Why do you have to collect
Why is that doggy there?
Why is that doggy there? Why does they have plants on their heads? Like, shut up. Please leave me alone.
See, I've been getting feelings and vibes from you that you might want children, and I'm reminding you that you don't. That's why he keeps coming over.
I don't want children. What I want is another dog.
I know.
Which is different.
I know.
Very different. I want another idiot dog like Luna. Look at her. She's standing.
She's having a panic attack right now because of the thunder.
So she's like standing with her paws on my lap, trying to get on my lap. And if I pick her up, she's going to be incredibly uncomfortable. And so am I. So
she's going to do that thing where she shifts her feet because she's trying to get comfortable and she can't.
And she just keeps slipping.
But she wants to stay in your lap because she's too scared of the thunder.
Dog.
Anywho.
Pikmin 4 is incredible.
Yeah, it is even if it was interrupted by
amazing.
A 5-year-old.
It took me almost 35 hours to beat the entire game 100%. I recommend this game to anyone. Even people that hate Pikmin need to play this game because there is so much fucking content on it. And on top of that, like the goal of the game is to rescue Olimar. When you rescue Olimar, you get a whole other campaign that's as long as Pikmin 1 to collect all of the ship parts for Olimar. It is so fucking good. I need to sit down and make a whole video because I have so much to say about Pikmin 4. this game is way above and beyond the 10 out of 10 scale. It's like a billion out of 10 because it's so fucking amazing and incredible. Look,
It's
Luna,
impressive.
Luna came to you.
She gave up.
Yeah, what are Karen things?
Karen things. Okay, so on the first of every month, Book of the Month releases their book choices for the month. It's normally something that is coming out soon, or like came out recently. And one of the books is by Elizabeth Acevedo. I don't think I've ever talked about any of her books on the show. I can't remember.
She's not Ninth House.
No, that's Lee Bardugo.
No, Mexican Gothic.
No, that's Sylvia Moreno something. I don't remember her name exactly.
Okay.
No, she writes a lot of books in verse. I know I've told you about them. Clap When You Land. That
Okay.
one is by her. Where I learned about that. Yeah.
People clapping when the plane
yes.
lands in Puerto Rico.
Yes, and the Dominican Republic, because that's what it was about, DR. And a man who had died on that plane crash way back when. There was apparently a plane crash. I can't remember if it was on the way to the DR or on the way out of the DR. We'll have to look it up. Anyway, I may have talked about that book on the show. Maybe.
I don't.
Anywho, she has a new book. I don't think it's written in verse. I think it might be adult because those books are all YA. But she like delves into some really not dark issues, very real issues, but like teen homelessness and teen pregnancy and like the uncomfortable stuff, you know? So I have a feeling that this new book, it's called Family Lore, probably deals with some of the more uncomfortable stuff, just like those do, but in an adult setting. And this white ass, ridiculous looking lady, I know I'm a white ass lady, but at least my husband's brown, so that gives me bonus points.
A ridiculous white ass looking lady.
Yes. She gets on the Book of the Month Facebook page and all in one sentence says, let me pull up the exact post.
Is that
for
the one
you.
with no punctuation
Please
marks?
please know that Family Lore is X-rated and should have a warning. I have never been so disappointed in Book of the Month. I am on phone with them now. It's disgusting. Puke emoji and full of X-rated content, and everyone is laughing at her. And people even like went to her Instagram account and saw where like all the romance that she's read, and we're taking screenshots of it and like, oh, so you think the love hypothesis is clean, but this is dirty? Like, what the hell's wrong with you? It was just a really real Karen moment, like to the point that people bullied her out of the page. So if you go click on her profile now, it says former member.
Wow.
Because like I know that it's probably, because like just from reading the description, it looks like it's a bunch of family drama and stuff like that. So it's probably, I imagine there might even be like some rape, stuff like that. Which, you know, a book should have content warnings if that's the kind of stuff that's in it. But also, like, do some research, too. I don't know. She made me mad. Also, because I just really like Elizabeth Acevedo. She's awesome.
Okay. Weird.
Yeah.
What are we going to do with this hot sauce?
Throw it into the fiery pits of hell from whence it came.
I feel like
We're going to put tiny, tiny droplets on some fried chicken. It's really good. The flavor's awesome, but holy shit, that was way too much.
You know how I made Nashville hot chicken the other day?
The other day?
Well,
Like a
4
couple
weeks
months ago? Yeah.
No, the other day when I got the sauce.
Oh, recently when you made it. Okay. Not
And I couldn't get the hot oil correct
right,
because
yeah.
we were missing a bunch of stuff. I think that would have fixed it.
maybe.
Damn it. Yeah, I'm
We
gonna try it
can
next
do
time.
it again soon. Like it's not like we don't have any chicken.
Yeah, not today because
Breadcrumbs.
we're making cutlets today. I'm so excited. All right, so we have a new segment. It's called Only Plays.
I had something else I wanted to say.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So I said I had a new job, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, so I'm working in admissions at a college, and school is about to start. Obviously, it's the beginning of August, and my director gets to plan a movie night for the incoming freshmen. Okay, anybody can go, but it is geared towards the incoming freshmen. This man came out to our room and We are unfortunately divided. I don't think this was intentional, but it just happened that all of the super young early 20s people are on one side of the room and us early 30s to mid 30s girls, it's all ladies, or our side is, are on another side of the room. And he came out to the room and said to the younger half, "Okay, I need y'all's input on a movie that the incoming freshman will be into." And he turned around and looked at us and said, "I don't need y'all's input. You're irrelevant. You don't know what 18-year-olds want anymore."
Did he use those exact words?
He said it even like kind of worse than that. I mean, it was in a joking way, but also very honest. And he did not want our input because he didn't think it was valuable. We were fiery. We told him like it was. Did not appreciate that. And I think he ultimately listened to our recommendation for the movie. You know what this Joker was trying to show?
What?
Teenage Kraken. Have you seen the trailers for Teenage Kraken?
What the fuck?
It looks
is
like
teenage...
it's for 5-year-olds. It's a DreamWorks movie.
Oh, the one where the mermaid is the bad guy?
Yes,
oh,
and they're like in high school, and Jane Fonda is like the Kraken queen or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that movie.
Ugh, that's gross.
We tried to talk him into showing Neighbors, but
Neighbors would have been perfect.
I think he was a little bit. He thought it was hilarious, but was also somewhat worried about the fact that it literally opens with a sex scene. I was like, yeah, I'd hate for like somebody's parent to join them at movie night and be like, "I'm yanking you out of this school. Let's go back home." But I remember watching that because they showed that to us.
The first scene is Seth Rogen's dick going like,
That's Sausage Party. No, I remember them showing it to us in advance at UGA, and that was the best movie night ever. I mean, we were all dying watching that. I love that movie. I fucking love that movie. It is hilarious.
That's
but
fun.
Instead, he's going to show Super Mario Brothers because funny, but also appropriate. I guess.
Weird choice.
It was just a
choice.
big slap in the face to be told that I don't know what 18-year-olds want anymore. Granted, it's true. I don't understand anything. I don't even understand anything that the 20-something-year-olds are saying on the other side of the room. Like, wow.
No cap.
They're so young. It's upsetting.
No cap.
No cap?
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. It's something that they say.
Yeah, the one kid with the funny name, he was talking to me.
I like his name.
I'm just like, I have no fucking clue what you are saying right now. No clue. Can you like translate into 30-year-old speak? I don't know. Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So what I tried to say earlier, we have a new segment.
Yes.
It's called
Don't
Only
expect
Place.
it to be a regular thing.
I want it to be a regular thing.
Don't expect it to be a super regular thing.
Only Place.
Yes. Only place.
Let's go into Only Place.
So Only Plays is where we only talk about a video game that we both played.
Yes.
Both of us.
And why did this happen?
This happened because this game was coming out and you saw it and knew that I would enjoy it. What?
That's okay. So
That's
wasn't
part of the reason.
Yes, but that wasn't the original intent.
What was the original intent?
The original intent last week was to direct people into Friday Night Gamecast's episode that we were on with Nick and Will.
Yes, that was our intent.
Because the episode is about getting your significant other to play video games with you.
Yes.
And the episode is 2 hours long, and it is awesome.
We can still direct people there, even though
Yes.
we missed
A
our
week.
our marker of having it out
A
before.
week. I think it's
Oops.
episode 36. Let me double check. But Karen worked with Will at her one of her previous jobs.
My big Orlando job.
Yes, episode 36. And basically we just talked about getting significant others into gaming, but it mostly was just like if they don't feel like playing, then just find like a way to do both hobbies like at the same time or whatever.
Let me tell you, my husband found like the one video game that I am really into.
So the episode came out and I was like, oh, the Disney's Illusion Island comes out this week. Double Dragon Gaiden comes out this week. And maybe we can go through another Metal Slug because those are so fun.
Thank you.
And you were like, oh, let's start with Illusion Island.
Yes.
So we started with Illusion Island, and that's the only thing we've been
That's all I
playing.
want to do.
You're like, let's put more time into it and record the episode next week so that we have more to talk about. So what's Illusion Island?
Illusion Island is a 2023 platform video game developed by Delilah Studios and published by Disney Electronic Content for the Nintendo Switch. It is a 2D side-scrolling platformer with a Metroidvania-like game structure. After choosing one of 4 characters, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, or Goofy, players travel through areas using an expanding map of the Monolith Island. Despite presenting different animations, the characters play the same. Players can walk and jump, and as they progress, the characters obtain more platforming abilities like double jumping, wall jumping, ground pounding, and swinging. The game lacks any direct combat mechanics, so players have to avoid attacks from enemies countered throughout the journey. The game sometimes has areas where players engage in boss fights, during which they have to avoid attacks, press buttons, or perform other platforming activities in order to indirectly harm the boss. Getting hit makes players lose 1 life, represented as a heart, and losing all their lives make them return to the last mailbox that they pass through, functioning as a checkpoint. Each player can adjust the number of lives given at the beginning of a checkpoint and can also choose to activate invincibility mode. The game offers a local co-op multiplayer mode, enabling players to hug others to restore both their lives and drop ropes to help other players climb obstacles. Collectibles in the game include Glimpse, small balls of light that unlock concept game art and the island's lore, tokens, which display character art and backstories, hidden Mickey shapes in the background, which show photos of Mickey and his friends, and Mickey memorabilia, which reference previous Mickey cartoons.
Yes. That
Yes.
was a lot.
Yes, it was.
You
I just
a
read the whole
lot.
section. Sorry. I was like, oh, maybe there's more in this next sentence. Oh, I should probably include this next sentence. Then I went on to the end.
Okay. So, first off, what are your thoughts about the game?
I love it. It's so fun. It's so cute and just like wholesome, but also I feel like this game was literally made for me because it is Disney and the whole point of the game is to save the books. And you like run through this little library every once in a while. You're trying to save their fancy tomes that were stolen. And yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome.
It's really really cute.
It's adorable.
It's funny as hell too.
It is hilarious, especially that bit at the beginning where you're finding out from the little
When
Monoth people.
it just
Anytime Donald Duck talks,
Goofy talks.
Yeah.
Because Goofy is extra stupid.
yeah,
The part that made me laugh a lot was when they find the bookshelf in the middle of the forest and they're like, we found a bookshelf in the middle of the forest. What's weird about that? What's
nothing, not a damn thing, not in Monoth.
No, apparently not. It plays a lot like the Rayman Origins game or series or whatever it's called. So it's basically like really fast platforming, and the controls are super responsive, super well done, very forgiving. It is baby's first Metroidvania,
Yeah,
and
me.
it's so fucking good.
I am baby.
You are baby.
Yes,
I really like that they managed to circumvent combat by making the platforming so fluid and so versatile. Like you have a wall jump, which you mastered immediately.
Yeah, well, I was struggling today,
You were,
but we went a couple days without playing,
yeah.
and I'm tired.
I know you are. It's all your nephew's fault.
Yeah.
So the wall jump. Tell me about the wall jump because you mastered it immediately.
I don't know how, because I struggle with those bubbles so much. The trampoline things. Yeah, so what you literally just jump and like angle yourself towards a wall, and you have this like little pickaxe thing that comes out. It sounds almost like a pencil.
Minus a pencil.
Yours is a pencil.
Yes.
Mine, do you remember what mine is?
It's a pickaxe.
A pickaxe. Okay, mine is a pickaxe. Okay. Because we were given those by Mazzy, right? Okay. Oh, bless it. Poor Luna. She's so scared. If you hear any sudden little spurts of air, it's probably Luna.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway.
She is terrified.
And then you just like, you jump to the opposite wall and you just make your way up.
Keep wall jumping
Yeah.
from side to side.
Yeah. I don't know how, but you were amazed at how quickly I did that.
The one that the
How
one
quickly I
that's
caught on to it.
giving you issues is the
Trampolines.
trampolines.
The trampolines, I struggle a lot
Because
with those.
you jump and wait till you hit the top of the arc to then
You know
start
what I've
moving.
noticed? I've noticed that I do not struggle with them if I can continue running. Like if I'm literally just going straight and I'm not having to jump onto another platform, then I don't struggle. It's when I have to jump to a platform and I always second guess myself and I stay there and I bounce like a million times before I try to go and then I still miss it.
So this is something that not all Metroidvanias do. Once you hit anything that makes you jump, you have full control of your movement from the time you're off the ground till you get back down. So as soon as you jump, you can start moving. You don't have to wait to get.
Oh, I know, and you've explained that to me like 15 times now.
I don't know how it doesn't
and it's
catch
still
on.
not syncing with my brain.
Like the wall jump, no problem. The swinging with the
Not
hook,
really a problem. I mean, we just started doing that today, but
and you figured it out.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Sometimes I hit the wrong button and I fall to the spikes and I die. But we're playing on the
you
infinite
die.
life
You don't die
mode.
because we're using the
Infinite life
health thing.
Yeah.
So the game gives you the option of choosing to start with the default 1 heart. You can add up to 3 hearts to take damage, or you can do it's a diamond or platinum heart, where you can take as much damage and you won't die. So we're playing with that because 1, I'm having a good time, and I have to watch out for Keratin.
I have to ask for hugs quite often.
Emotional hugs.
Yes. Yeah, they're emotional hugs because they're not health hugs at this point.
Yeah, in the game you can you can stand there and request a hug, and they hug you, and your
I
health.
request a hug like every 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, your health is supposed to refill. Kind of like in there's a Kirby game where you supposedly hug the other character that's playing with you, but they actually just make out. It's Kirby making out with
That's really creepy.
It is, kind of is, but it's kind of like the same mechanic. We fought a boss. We got to the first boss.
One boss, yes.
Yes. And I was wondering how they were going to do boss fights because the plot of the game is 3 books get stolen. You have to go find them. And the books are being held by like these boss bad guy characters. Luna is freaking the fuck out.
She really is. This is a problem. Luna, what is wrong?
Anyways,
it's not even that bad.
It's not even thundering right now.
It's not. It's okay.
So the boss fight was that a bunch of switches come out of the wall and you have to jump on them to cause damage
Yes.
to the enemy.
So you're basically jumping from platform to platform really quickly as possible. And then as you progress, they start like throwing spiky things at you that you have to avoid too, while also jumping. It reminded me a little bit of Galaga when things started falling at me. I was trying to avoid. I know that doesn't make sense, but with my little bit of gaming experience, I thought of Galaga and the little bullet thingies falling at me.
Yeah, it was a fun boss fight because it
stressed me out. He had to help me.
Yeah, the final jumps were a little bit complicated because you knocked out the switches that help you get to the highest one, and you kind of like left the highest one there. So I had to go get it for you.
But you're allowed to do that, so it helps when you have a more experienced gamer playing with a baby gamer.
Yeah. So I really like how it's balanced, because it just feels like there's eternal momentum. Like you will always be able to move and jump and glide and all that stuff, which is so much fun. And the fact that it doesn't have combat, like, doesn't really hurt or affect anything in the game.
No, it's still fun. Like, I don't know. It's entertaining. Just running around and bouncing around and swinging and grabbing things. I could just run around and grab blimps all day. It's
Right?
fun.
Because you get mad because I'm going
You
so
steal
fast.
all of them. I've noticed you'll leave like one for me. I don't know if you're doing that unintentionally.
Sometimes it's unintentionally. Sometimes it's intentionally where I leave just one glint.
But
for
today
you.
you got really bad about just leaving me. And if I get left, then I get delivered back to wherever he is in an
Via
envelope.
mail.
Yes.
That's true.
I got left too far off screen, so I'm sent back via mail.
I really like how friendly to new players is, because you have the ability to share health with the hugs. You also have the rope, right? So
Yes. If I struggle with a jump, you can throw the rope down and I can climb it, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very simple. I was worried about like controls being complicated, not remembering them and stuff like that, because I knew I couldn't just press buttons like I am known to do.
the whole game is basically B to do any kind of jumping, and X or Y, the one that's next to left to the B, would do all your actions. So if you press down in that button, you would smash on the floor to break, like breakable floors, or you would use your latch to swing from the chandeliers. They're swinging from the chandeliers.
I can't with you.
Chandeliers.
Those are not chandeliers.
And then that's the same button that you use for the rope and
The
basically
hug.
anything. Mm-hmm. Anything. I wonder, because we got a couple of powers that we're missing that we haven't gotten yet.
Like what?
The blue bars, the blue outlines.
Yeah. That looks
one.
like a track type thing.
Yeah, we're missing that. We're also missing one to be able to breathe underwater, I think. And there was another one.
Yeah, because there are little areas where you can go underwater.
The umbrellas. We're missing the umbrellas.
What are we gonna do with the umbrellas?
Take the updrafts.
Oh.
You remember that one part when I told you this is good Metroidvania design?
Yes, because the waterfall type, but we need to be able to go up against
Exactly.
it. Okay.
Yeah. It's very well designed. Like the map is very well designed, and it has like, if you go through an area and you can't get the item that's there, it marks it for you, and it marks that there's a specific ability that you need to use, so that whenever you get it, you can just go back and collect it. Like I'm sure that 100%ing this game is a piece of cake.
I'm glad you know how to read those maps, because that's the one thing that every time you pull that thing up, I'm just like, what? What?
I'll show you how.
I'm so glad you're here, because I would not be able to play this by myself.
I'll show you how to read it next time. I kind of want to try Guacamelee once we're done with this, because Guacamelee is kind of like more of the same thing, but there's combat in it, and it's covered in like early 2010s memes, and it's wrestling, and it's funny. So we could try it out, see what you think.
I kind of want to, maybe this next time we sit down to play, I want to be Donald and Goofy.
Donald and Goofy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it. We need to at least once. Because, God, that's one of the best parts. Donald's reactions and Goofy's, but Donald's just so hilarious with his anger. And every time you see a hidden Mickey, you're supposed to take a picture of it. And when you take the picture, it shows all four of you, even though it's only the two of us playing right now. And Donald is always so fucking bitter in those photos. Like, God, Mickey's such a conceited asshole. This is so annoying. Why are we taking pictures with Mickey's fucking head every time we see it? Really? It's great. I love it.
The, it's so funny. Like the meeting at the beginning with what was his name?
Mazzy?
No, the
The
other one.
gator looking dude?
The other one.
The Monoth King
Yes.
little rat looking thing?
Yes.
I don't remember his name.
Who was like, oh, Mickey, Donald, Goofy. And Goofy's like, I'm Goofy. And shakes his hand and is just like holding him by the hand. He's like, can somebody do something to move this along?
That whole bit was hilarious. So
funny.
good. And
Like-
Goofy was just so hung because they thought they were going to a picnic.
Yep.
And that it was like a fake thing to get them to Monoth. And Goofy so hung up, like, so when's the picnic? And everybody's just like, oh, Goofy. Bless his heart.
Like the game is $40, right? So it's cheap. I think it's 30 on the Switch store. So if you want to get a physical, it's $40. I have paid $60 for worse games. So this is a bargain at $40.
It's wonderful. It's so much fun.
It's like 10 hours long, so you can blaze through it. It's a perfect game to play with your kid. I was talking to Thrak about it, and I told him, it's like, dude, it's $40. It's super fun. Like, I know your kid is
it's
5.
super easy.
But his kid loves Mario Galaxy, and his kid loves
Yeah, he'd be able to play
Mario
it
Odyssey.
really
He'd be able to
easily.
play it. Yeah, and I told him, it's like, even if he has problems with the platforming, like there's a button that you press and you drop a rope, and he doesn't even have to do the platforming most of the time. So it's a super great game to play with your kids or play by yourself. I want to finish it with you
I want to finish it.
because we're having fun.
I'm enjoying it.
And I always get so impressed watching you just do like the whole bouncing and shit and being all platformy and shit. I also have a feeling that if you get good enough with the platforming, we could do like crazy runs throughout the stages and shit.
Probably. You gonna have me play every Metroidvania you play now?
I am not gonna have you play Metroid. I am going through the Metroid series right now. I'm on Metroid 2, The Return of Samus on the 3DS. And I remembered why I didn't like that game as much when it came out. But I'll talk about it on the next read and place. Because yeah. It's kind of disappointing.
Bad day.
It has a lot of padding. And it's kind of hard too for no reason. So I'm not gonna have you play Metroid. I might have you play Castlevania. Just a little bit. To see what you think.
In October.
Yes. That's a good idea in October. Have you play some Castlevania. Yeah. So far we are in the game like 3 hours.
I could have sworn we've been playing it longer than that. I thought there was one night we sat down and played it for 2 hours.
No, that's probably the night we played it the most, but it wasn't
Yeah.
2 hours. That was probably like an hour and a half we played.
I thought it was a long, long time.
So we got to be like at 3, maybe 3.5.
yeah, we got to
hours.
be at 3 today after we played. We have to.
The map is massive. I wasn't expecting the map. to
Yeah,
be that
when we
big.
got that whole new section today, I could at least tell that much. I was like, oh boy, that's
and
a
like,
lot.
and like that was like nearing the end of that section we were in, and then the place where we're going is like all the way at the bottom of the map, and it's even bigger. There's one thing that I kind of like, but I don't like about the game, and it's the doors.
Why not?
Because it makes you go look for keys to open the doors. Like
Yeah.
the actual challenges to get the keys, they're very simple, very easy to do. And I do enjoy that part because, you know, you get to do all your platforming and feel like like you have the best skills in platforming and shit. But then again, you only still have to find 3 keys to go open the door to continue. And that's the part that I kind of like.
I don't know. If I was playing it by myself, I think I might struggle to get them. Because you're able to see the path to it so much faster than I am.
I mean,
So
I guess.
I think you're just more experienced than the
Yeah.
average player they expected for this game.
Maybe. I will say the game is very well designed. The map is very well designed because
It's so pretty.
it is very pretty.
It's so colorful. It's gorgeous. The library. Oh my god, the library is it's so beautiful.
Let's go back to that. But first, I was going to say that I really like how the map is designed because pretty much here's the door on the right, and then to the bottom left, you start the path to find all of the keys, and then you basically circle back around to where the door is without having to backtrack. And like they made it so that the backtracking in the game is minimal. I don't think we've gone back to any part of the game that we hadn't gone the first time, except for, you know, the main hub and whatnot. The game is incredibly well designed. Now, you said that you love how it looks
Yes, it's so pretty. It's so pretty and clean.
and clean.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't love looking at pixelated games. You know? I don't know. I know I hurt you when I say that. But it's so
I
pretty.
love pixels.
It's so gorgeous.
it's like
but it's
hand-drawn.
also really, really colorful and just bright and happy. I like that about it too.
Me too. I really like that part about it. I love the animations because they feel like there's not a ton of animations in the characters' movements, but they also look really fluid when they move.
Yeah.
And I love that they're using like that new look for Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy, where they look like modern but have like their old clothes.
Yeah. It's cute.
It's such a fun game.
It's adorable.
So if you had to score it right now, what would you score it?
Oh, I'd give it a 10.
A 10?
Yeah, I really like it a lot. It's so fun.
It is fun. It's a lot of fun. I would go 8, 8.5. It's a great Metroidvania. It's a great first Metroidvania. It's not what I look for in a Metroidvania, so that's why.
But it's what you wanted to play with me.
Yes. And I'm having fun playing with you. It's
Yes,
great.
you are. Maybe you'll raise that score by the end.
Probably not.
Oh.
But it's just my personal preference. But Carradine says it's a 10, so I guess it's a 10.
It's a 10.
Yep. So, are you ready for Garbage?
I'm ready for some garbage.
Do you want to introduce it?
This is Give Me the Garbage.
Do it right.
I don't remember what I say. All right, this is Give Me the Garbage.
That was awful. All right, that is Give Me the Garbage.
We've got 3 different places to talk about this week. So we're going to start with the worst.
I'm sorry, you said
3.
2? 3?
3.
Really?
Yeah. Well, drinks from 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never
Yeah.
mind. Okay,
3.
yes.
3 things to talk about this week.
Right.
So the first one is the worst one, well, at least according to you, not me. So we decided to review Taco Bell's grilled cheese dipping tacos, which are basically Taco Bell's version of birria. Do you want to explain what birria is for people who might not be familiar?
It's basically birria is
Slow cooked pork,
beef
beef.
in a pepper sauce, and then you take the meat and you put it on tortilla, and the tortilla you soak it in the juices from the broth, and you cook that, and then you dip that in the broth to eat it after it's all cooked. You can put cheese on it, queso de bola or Oaxaca cheese or whatever, and it is the most amazing thing in the world. We've talked about it before here.
Well,
when we did
we might
molcajete.
have some people who don't know what it is.
Go listen to the molcajete episode and you'll hear about it.
Oh my God.
Anyways, birria is the most amazing Mexican food there is,
It's a bold statement.
to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite. Especially a birria pisadilla. Oh my God. Like a molcajete birria pisadilla. I would kill a child for that. You loved it. I hated it.
I really enjoyed it. So the day he found out about it, I had not gone on lunch yet. I was like, gosh, I'm really tempted to just go over there and get some. So I did. and I really liked it. I mean, it's nowhere near the same as a real birria taco, but for Taco Bell's attempt at it, it's good to me. To me.
They should have never attempted it.
So then we decided we were going to go Friday night to talk about it on the podcast. And I was so excited for him to try it. And the look of utter disappointment on his face when he took that first bite. Well, actually, when you opened the wrapper, you looked pretty concerned. Yeah. Yeah. I thought they were awesome. I really enjoyed them.
You know you fucked up when the highlight of whatever it is you're trying to make or sell is the shell.
Tortilla.
The tortilla. The tortilla's right. The rest is fucking wrong. I don't know what the fuck is inside the taco. That meat is not meat. You cannot convince me that the meat inside the taco is actual meat or was meat at any point in its existence. Then they put chipotle sauce in it. And then they put 3 different kinds of cheese.
White people cheese.
White people
Taco
cheese.
Bell cheese.
Sharp cheeses.
Yeah.
In it.
Like triple cheddar blend.
They don't.
Fiesta blend.
They don't stop there, right?
The sauce.
They give you this very fucking repulsive, cumin heavy shit sauce. It's shit sauce.
It is cumin heavy, that's for sure. Very cumin heavy.
If you don't know how to cook with cumin, don't fucking use cumin. The answer to cumin is not more fucking cumin.
This is someone who really hates cumin speaking, by the way. I don't hate cumin.
I like cumin when it's used right.
Yeah, like 2 little specks of it.
Because that's
You're
all you need.
You're very anti-cumin.
That's all you need. You don't need to drown your fucking food in cumin.
Well, I'm glad you didn't eat the tacos I ate growing up.
Oh my God.
Some white people shit.
Yeah, it is. So, because the sauce is fucking horrific, and they knew that people would hate
they
the
give you nacho
sauce,
cheese sauce to balance it out.
They give you more fucking
because you need more cheese after
cheese sauce.
Like with the way they press these tacos, the cheese is literally spilling out like most of the cheese is outside the taco.
Yeah.
To be quite frank. Most of the cheese and the sauce is outside of the taco, just crusted around the edges. I like how crispy and crunchy it is, but that's just me. I will never, ever say that this is as good as or better than a real birria taco. But for Taco Bell's attempt, I think it's pretty good.
For Taco Bell's attempt, this is one of the worst things they've put on their menu.
Oh my God.
In recent times. There was, what was the other one? Was it the enchilada burrito?
Yeah. Oh God.
That was
that
fucking
looked like
awful.
It was made for a toddler too. It was like smaller than my palm.
It was terrible, and it was
very disappointing.
It was the same as this fucking dipping taco.
No, it was worse.
Like that sauce tastes like the worst enchilada sauce ever with a shit ton of cumin added into it.
Taco Bell loves cumin, apparently.
Like, why? Why? There's no need for it. Just use it in moderation. You don't have to drown. It's like fucking star anise and licorice. You don't need to fucking drown everything in it. It's not good. Cloves, too. You don't fucking need it. Use a little bit. It's awful. It was fucking awful. The volcano menu was incredible.
The volcano menu is awesome.
The volcano
that
menu.
That crunchy burrito that they still have is really good.
The volcano menu, fucked.
Yeah. The volcano menu was awesome.
It's awful. I want to punch in the face the person that made this, that greenlit this, the person who came up with this at Taco Bell Kitchens. I want to punch him in the throat because this is a fucking insult to the food they're trying to insult in the first place.
So garbage for you?
Way beyond fucking garbage.
It was okay for me.
It's horrific. It still wasn't almost garbage for you. So that
it's still good. I mean, I'll eat it again.
I won't. I am done.
But it wasn't phenomenal.
Like the dude on the video that I sent you is usually pretty right about what he says on the videos. And this one, no, he was like, it's amazing. It's so good. It's like the best fast food birria like thing you can have. And I was like, no. Like, the thing that fucking I should have taken as a red flag the first time was watching his video and him being like, and they give you birria sauce. And I'm like,
It's
he's
consomme.
white. He's white. So he might not know. And no, it's actual fucking sauce. It's not consomme. Fuck you, Taco Bell. What's next?
Next, we have the Pikmin Tropical Punch drinks from Kung Fu Tea.
Yes.
So one was a tea and one was a slush.
Yes.
And we did not realize this. We thought there were 3. And then we were given 2 when I said we would like one of each of the Pikmin drinks. And we looked at the poster instead of asking because we're those people who get paranoid about talking to people. Both of us.
You are.
And you are too.
I don't like talking
you
to
shut
people.
your face. You exactly. You are the same way. You don't want to call. You don't want to go ask somebody. You want me to do it, and I want you to do it. Anyway, we looked at the poster.
I do a lot in this relationship, and calling places is not one of them.
Shut up. We looked at the poster, and sure enough, it's only a tea and a slush. And it is, unfortunately, tropical punch. They come with mango bursting boba, and they come with Pikmin straw toppers that you can save. Like one of them is a green leaf and one is a white leaf.
A bud.
A bud?
A rose bud.
Okay.
A flower bud.
Okay. They're really cute. And the cups were really cute, but they were not reusable, but they had Pikmin all over them. I did not enjoy them at all because I do not like tropical punch. It was very much giving passion fruit, mango, pineapple. I love pineapple. That's the only thing I love.
Coconut.
And yeah, I did not love them. I drank some of it. You drank most of both of them.
I drank both of them, actually.
Yes.
I liked it.
The tea was foul.
I think I like the tea more than the slush.
I like the slush more.
I wish they wouldn't have put as much boba in it.
There was a fuck ton of boba.
There was a fuck ton
You
of
got
boba.
like 15 boba in your mouth with every swig.
I wish they wouldn't have put as much boba, but it wasn't bad. It just tasted like any old punch.
Tropical punch.
But it didn't taste like red, so it really didn't taste like punch that much. I don't know how to...
That's confusing.
We've talked about this before.
It didn't taste like red.
It didn't taste like red. You know how Olipop that we had, the tropical punch Olipop?
Yeah.
Didn't taste like red, but it was tropical punch?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
It didn't taste like red. But the passion fruit taste was good.
It was
the
overwhelming.
Pineapple was good.
Which is why I didn't like it.
The coconut milk was a bit weird. Every time I took a sip and I felt coconut milk or coconut water, that was a bit strange. But for the most part, I thought it was okay.
It was fun.
It was fun just because it was Pikmin, and they had a poster with Ochi chasing the Pikmin.
The piss.
The
Chasing
Pissman.
the piss.
The Pissman.
Oh my gosh.
And I think Ochi is the greatest dog in the universe, even better than Luna, but, you know.
Shut your fucking face.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Okay, too?
Well, no, I thought it was pretty bad. It wasn't garbage, but it was not good.
Meh.
Yeah. It was, ugh. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of want to go to Kung Fu Tea and get other stuff. Because
Yeah.
their menu was huge.
Yeah.
So maybe we should try that some other point.
It'd be fun.
Yep. What's the last thing we have?
The last thing we have is Burger King.
Finally.
Yeah. We've been doing this for how long? Almost 2 years?
Almost
3 years.
150 episodes
Almost
worth.
3 years, and we have not gone to Burger King because I fucking hate Burger King. But
What are we going to do for 150?
oh shit, isn't that like next week?
If we do an episode next week.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Do we want to do a revisit of Orlando food spot since we're going to Orlando next week?
We're gonna go to Viet Thai. We're gonna take it back to episode 1. It's fitting.
Okay, so you got to read a Duke and wait.
Oh hell no! I'm not doing that shit again. No.
I just want to replay that Samurai Jack game. It's so
Oh
much
my
fun.
gosh.
Anyways.
Anyway, so
Burger King.
yes, I think we mentioned before maybe
Oh, we talk so
that-
much shit about Burger King and hating it and how bad it is.
you love Burger King.
I know.
You have
But
a
I
love-hate
still-
relationship with
But
Burger
I still
King.
say it's fucking
bad.
terrible.
So we noticed that in Columbus, which is the next biggest city to us,
The city where I work.
yes, there are several very large, very fancy Burger Kings. Like one of them looks like a fucking castle.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, we need to go there because the Burger Kings in Orlando and almost anywhere else look like rat infested dump holes that like everything in the world is abandoned.
I'm surprised that I haven't seen one of those here in Georgia.
Right?
A rat shithole Burger King.
Right. And then these Burger Kings look like 5-star dining experiences. There's even one in the town where I work that's owned by the same people, and their playground is immaculate. It is so bright and inviting. Like, I want to go play on their playground.
No
It
children.
is so nice.
No children in
and
the playground.
clean and fancy looking. So we wanted to go to the Castle Burger King. There's more than one fancy Burger King, but we wanted to go to that one specifically. And we'd get there and discover that it's not a castle, it's a train station. There is like literally a train car thing in the parking lot. And when you walk in,
It's a
there's a
ticket
ticket booth with a mannequin in it taking you tickets. To the side of the menu, there's like a subway, a train schedule. And then there is a huge fucking train car in the middle of the dining room where part of the dining is. I took a picture of it, so if you look at Instagram at all, it'll be on our social posts, or Twitter. Do you put that on Twitter? No. You don't. You just put the description,
Yeah.
or our Facebook.
The main thing. Yeah.
Right. Maybe I can send them to Discord, if I feel like opening Discord. Anywho,
Fucking awful.
so we were gonna try to get the Barbie Burger King stuff, but they didn't have it on the menu, so we just got regular Burger King stuff, which I have not eaten in like 6 years.
You know, you keep saying Burger King over and over again, and I want to go get some Burger King.
Oh
now.
my God, we're not having Burger King for dinner. It'll take too long to get there.
It's all right.
No, it's not all right. Anywho,
It'll be faster than me cooking.
well, you're gonna cook. So I got the double Whopper with cheese
No.
combo.
You didn't
No?
get cheese on it. You just got the double Whopper.
I just got a double Whopper?
Yep.
Are you sure? Mm-hmm. Okay, I got a double Whopper.
So I was weirded out because you didn't have cheese.
Oh, I didn't think about it. You know the last time I looked at a Burger King menu? Like when I picked you up from truck school 6 years ago.
Okay. Keep going.
And then what did you get?
I got the Bacon King.
Which is typical for
Yes.
you.
Is the only thing that I ate at Burger King.
A rodeo burger. Is that what it's called?
A rodeo burger.
Yes. Okay. So all I really remember about Burger King burgers is that they're covered in mayonnaise. And when I was younger, that was my biggest turnoff because I was very anti-mayonnaise for a good portion of my young life. Like, if you were making me anything with mayonnaise on it, I was like, just give me enough to wet the bread. Like, do not go crazy. I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that my gramps wanted to put mayonnaise on everything, and I would see it dripping off of what he was eating, and I'd be super grossed out by it.
That is kind of gross.
And I felt like Burger King always went way too crazy with the mayo. So I was surprised. The burger was actually pretty good. It wasn't amazing. It's not my favorite burger by any means. It's not my favorite fast food burger.
What's your favorite fast food burger?
Honestly, I think
Culver's doesn't count.
Why?
Because it's too easy to pick Culver's.
That's mean.
Five Guys doesn't count as fast food either, so.
Well, I feel like I can't pick In-N-Out or Whataburger because I've only had them once a piece.
In-N-Out is
But
awful.
I loved In-N-Out.
It's so bad.
I mean, honestly, I really like McDonald's hamburgers. Like, I know that that's not a good answer. I hate Dairy Queen's burgers after those last couple experiences we've had where they were just awful.
Yeah.
Sonic, they're trash. Trash.
You had one yesterday.
Yes, I did. It was half price, so I suffered through it.
Even half
But
price
a
is too
McDonald's
much.
hamburger is good. I love the tiny, tiny little diced onions. Yeah.
Big Mac with the little onions.
Just give me a double cheeseburger from McDonald's. I love it.
So back to Burger King.
Yeah. So then the fries, though, those fries were like crack. I wish I had gotten a large combo because those fries were thebomb.com.
That is the first time I've gone to Burger King and they've salted their fucking fries.
They were so fucking good.
Because most of the time when I go to Burger King, I order extra salt so I can pour it on the fries because they never
Yes.
have salt.
Because you told me you were going to show me the fry hack, and then we didn't have to because we could literally see the salt
Because
on the
they
fries.
are amazing. They're like crunchy outside and then like fluffy mashed
They're
potatoes inside.
perfectly done French fries.
So good.
Very, very good.
Like, so I pour like 5 salt packets in the bag with the fries in and just shake the fuck out of it. And then
That's way too much salt, honey.
So, you know how you get salt to stick to fries is by salting the fries as soon as they come out of the fryer.
Yeah.
Because they're still hot, they still have oil, so the salt melts into them. When they're not, the salt doesn't stick, so that's why I put 5.
Okay.
Right. And it just sticks a little bit, not crazy amount.
A lot of salt.
Yeah, I mean, but they're so good. So my my Bacon King. The bacon was raw.
Yeah. I remember you opening that thing. I was like, ooh.
So
that needed some extra time.
I fucked up because the way that I ordered the Bacon King is extra ketchup, little mayo. And usually they get the bacon right when they do that for some reason. But the bacon was gummy. It's still a burger.
You're still alive.
It's still a burger. And I eat one of those at least once a month. So I love the Bacon King. Every time when it's done right, holy fuck. When it's not done right, it's okay. When you get the crunchy bacon and all that ketchup, a little bit of mayo, and the cheese all melty and shit, so good.
Yeah, I think I could have benefited from some cheese. You should have said something. I didn't realize what I was doing.
I'll let you order whatever the fuck you want. So.
It was pretty good.
The Rodeo King. You didn't like it.
No,
I
don't like barbecue sauce on the hamburger.
I like
icky.
The Rodeo King because it's onion rings, barbecue sauce, and meat. It's such
I'm not a huge onion ring person either.
So Burger King's onion rings, they're not like regular onion rings where you have like a ring of onion. You have a ring of chopped up onions, like mushed onion.
So you don't pull out the whole freaking onion. See, that's one of the things that turns me off about onion rings. As much as I love onion, cooked onion weirds me out sometimes. So when I pull out that long string of onion, I get freaked out.
It's not one of those.
Okay.
It's
okay.
It's like, you know, when I throw the onion in the blender when I'm making the pasta sauce, you know how it gets like all like that. That's what it is. Basically, that frozen, coated in whatever, and fried.
Interesting.
They're very good. And like the thing is, I don't know how they managed to do it, but like it's kind of sweet too, like their onion rings. And then they have like the zesty sauce for you to dip the onion rings in. Very, very good stuff. So my burger wasn't perfect. I still enjoyed it, and I still enjoyed everything about that Burger King. What score do you want to give Burger King?
I'll give it an okay overall. If I got to rate the fries, I'd say garbage.
Just on the fries?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
The fries are awesome.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's hurry up and end this because I am sneezing my fucking head off, and it's because the cat was in here.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Karaden's mom got a fucking cat. Anyways, I think mine was almost garbage. Whenever they get that bacon right, and I remember to order the burger the way that I want it, it's fucking
You should
garbage.
ask for the bacon well done.
I should, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I should. I'm gonna start doing that from now on.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it for this week's episode of A Novel Console. Karen, do you have anything to say before I sneeze again?
Nothing but goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.